The world stretches out before me. A vast, open field of green grass meets the sky. The sun is warm on my face. A gentle wind whispers through the tall blades of grass, making them dance in slow, waving patterns. In the distance, a line of dark trees marks the edge of an old forest. It is a quiet place. The only sounds are the hum of insects and the distant call of a lone bird. It is a place that invites you to be still, to breathe deeply, and to simply exist within its grand, silent beauty. The air smells of damp earth and sweet flowers, a perfume that nature has perfected over millennia. I sit on a smooth, weathered stone at the edge of the field. My shoes, which have carried me so far, suddenly feel heavy and out of place. They are a barrier, a wall between myself and this living landscape. Slowly, I reach down and unlace them. The simple act feels like a ritual, a deliberate step towards something ancient and true. I pull off my socks, one and then the other, freeing my feet. They are pale and have forgotten the touch of the soil. For a moment, I just sit, letting the cool breeze wash over my bare skin, preparing for the first step into this new world. The ground is waiting. It holds a silent promise of connection. I stand up, a little uncertain at first. The grass looks soft, but what secrets does it hold? Are there sharp stones hidden beneath, or thorny twigs waiting to prick my skin? This moment of hesitation is filled with a unique kind of suspense. It is the feeling of entering an unknown territory, of trusting the ground beneath me to be kind. The wild world does not always offer comfort, but it always offers truth. I take a deep breath, filled with the scent of the living earth, and prepare to walk. My toes curl slightly as I take that first step. The blades of grass are cool and unexpectedly soft against the soles of my feet. They feel like fine silk threads brushing against my skin. Small, damp patches of earth press gently, sending a shiver of sensation up my leg. It is a feeling that is both new and deeply familiar, as if some long-forgotten part of me is waking up. Each step is a discovery. I can feel the subtle contours of the land, the gentle rises and dips that my shoes had always hidden from me. It is a conversation with the planet, spoken not in words, but in touch. I move from the open field into the deep, quiet woods. The sunlight filters through the canopy of leaves high above, creating dancing patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor. Here, the ground changes completely. The soft grass gives way to a carpet of fallen leaves and pine needles. With each step, there is a soft crunching sound, a whisper that I am not alone. The air grows cooler and carries the rich, loamy scent of decay and rebirth. A small stream, clear as glass, flows nearby. Its gentle gurgling is the only music in this green cathedral. A deer, silent and graceful, watches from a distance before melting back into the trees. The texture beneath my feet is a tapestry of sensations. The pine needles are surprisingly springy, a natural cushion that feels alive. They prickle just enough to make me aware, to keep me present in the moment. Then, my foot sinks into a patch of soft, dark moss. It is like stepping onto velvet, cool and damp, and incredibly soft. I can feel the moisture seeping into my skin, a refreshing touch that seems to draw the heat from my body. I pause to look closer, to see the tiny, intricate world within the moss, a universe of green in a single patch of earth. I continue my walk, following the winding path of the stream. The ground here is different again. Smooth, rounded river stones, polished by centuries of flowing water, press into the arches of my feet. They are not painful. Instead, they feel like a natural massage. Each stone seems to find a different point, a different muscle, waking up parts of my feet that have been asleep for years. I step into the shallow, cool water. The shock of the cold is immediate and exhilarating. It rushes over my skin, making me feel awake and alive in a way that is utterly profound. The water moves slowly around my ankles, its current a gentle tug. I can feel the fine grains of sand shifting beneath my toes, a soft exfoliation provided by the river itself. A small fish, no bigger than my finger, darts past my leg, its silver scales flashing in a ray of sunlight. It is a fleeting moment, a tiny interaction with the life that thrives in this water. I am no longer just an observer, passing through this landscape. I am a part of it. My feet are anchors, connecting me directly to the flow of life, to the pulse of the forest, and to the ancient rhythm of the flowing water. As I walk, a remarkable thing begins to happen. My body starts to change its rhythm. With no thick soles to protect me, I must pay attention. My steps become slower, more deliberate, and much quieter. I find myself placing my foot down more gently, testing the ground before committing my full weight. My posture shifts, my back straightens and my shoulders relax as my body works to find a new, more natural center of balance. It is as if an ancient instinct is reawakening, a muscle memory passed down through countless generations who walked this earth without shoes. The soles of my feet, once soft and sensitive, begin to feel more resilient. They are learning to read the ground, to interpret its language of textures and temperatures. A patch of dry, sun-warmed earth feels completely different from the cool, damp soil in the shade. My brain processes this information instantly, adjusting my every movement. This is not just walking, it is a form of active meditation. My mind, usually filled with 1,000 thoughts, grows quiet. It has to. It is fully occupied with the simple, immediate task of feeling the world beneath my feet. There is a surprising health benefit to this simple act. The constant, subtle adjustments my feet and ankles make to the uneven ground strengthen the smaller, often neglected muscles in my lower legs. My balance improves with each step. The nerve endings on the soles of my feet, which are some of the most concentrated in the entire human body, are being stimulated. They send a cascade of information to my brain, creating a sense of heightened awareness and grounding. It feels as though a gentle current of energy is flowing from the earth, up through my body. This connection has a name. Some call it earthing or grounding. The theory is that direct physical contact with the earth can help to balance the electrical charge in our bodies. Whether it is science or simply the power of mindfulness, the effect is undeniable. The gentle stress of a busy life begins to dissolve. A sense of calm descends, a quiet peace that comes not from escaping the world, but from connecting with it more deeply. It is a feeling of returning home, of being held and supported by the very planet we live on. The sun begins to set, painting the sky in soft shades of orange and purple. The day is ending, and my barefoot journey is coming to a close. I find my way back to the edge of the field, where my shoes are still waiting patiently on the stone. My feet are dirty, stained with the rich colors of the earth. They are tired, but it is a good kind of tired. It is the satisfying weariness that comes from using your body as it was intended. I look at my footprints in a patch of soft mud, a temporary mark of my passage through this wild place. I sit down and gently wipe the dirt from my feet with a handful of soft leaves. The simple act feels respectful, a way of saying thank you to the ground for carrying me. Before I put my shoes back on, I take one last moment to press my palms flat against the cool earth. I can feel its steady, solid presence. This connection, this feeling of being part of something so much larger than myself, is a powerful antidote to the anxieties of modern life. It is a reminder that we are not separate from nature. We are an integral part of its magnificent, unfolding story. Slipping my feet back into the confines of my shoes feels strange. They feel like cages now, stiff and unyielding. They mute the vibrant language of the ground, reducing it to a single monotonous hum. The world feels a little more distant again. But the memory of the walk remains. The feeling of the cool moss, the smooth river stones, and the soft grass is imprinted not just on my skin, but in my mind. I know that this feeling of peace and connection is always there, waiting just beyond my front door, just a pair of shoes away. This simple act of walking barefoot is more than just a walk. It is a return to a more elemental way of being. It is a conversation with the planet, a realignment of the body, and a calming of the mind. It costs nothing, and yet it gives so much. It offers health, balance, and a profound sense of belonging. As I walk away, I carry the forest with me. I carry the feeling of the earth beneath my feet, a quiet connection that will sustain me until I can return to walk barefoot once more, listening to the silent, beautiful stories the ground has to tell.